Hi, everybody. It's day 30 of my 77-day video challenge. I am here talking about intentional growth. You ready for this? If you're just joining on the replay, please comment. Let me know where you're watching from. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to add, throw them in the comments and let's connect. So if this is my first time meeting you, my name is Gina Hansen. I live in Hawaii and I am an advocate for wellness empowerment, as well as designing our lives to be the best and happiest for our forever. So if you are in agreement, type a hell yeah, let's have a good life in the comments. So I recently started a podcast and it's called Grow Intentionally. That title just came to me and I didn't have to, figure things out. It's just all falling into place with what I want to present to you. So I hope you like it. And if you have listened to it, let me know. Why did I come up with that title and why is it important to grow intentionally? So many reasons. So I began my personal development journey about 8 years ago, and it was unintentional. I happened to have hit the wall in my business and I was not feeling good about myself. I was feeling very low self-esteem and judging myself, comparing myself to someone else that was doing the same, that had started the same time as me. And I literally put the brakes on in my business, even though I had made a successful leap in a short amount of time. All of these thoughts, these negative thoughts that I was, these judgments and criticisms and all of that were pulling me back into, my ego was pulling me back into my safety zone, my comfort, because it wanted to keep me safe. And so I was introduced to personal development by a friend who witnessed my breakdown. Hey, Kay, if you're watching, thank you so much for introducing me to this. So I ended up going to a basic presentation called PSI or Psi seminars here in Hawaii. And I continued. I went to every program after that on the mainland and learned so much about myself, mindset, as well as physical capabilities. It made me feel more confident and capable. So I have continued. I totally believe that I wouldn't be here today in this frame of mind, and that I would have not had the mindset to go through difficult life changes if I didn't have done the work on myself. So some of the things that has helped me to do is to check in with my intuition, not to worry about the decision that I'm making, not to be overcritical and analyze even just the thought of leaving my career of 28 years. Some of my friends had a hard time making that decision, but I didn't put a lot of effort into really thinking about it. I just felt it in my body and I went with it. And so that's something I learned through personal development, is to trust myself and also really tap into, what do I really want? How do I want my life to look? And working towards that. So I just feel that most of the time our lives are taken off course. Things happen. We work for a job, and so our focus becomes their mission, their goals become our goals in our work life, and then sometimes we lose our dreams. Like, where do we see ourselves? What lights us up? And we just get blinded by other people's agendas, society telling us what we can and cannot do, and following the guidelines. And then there's always shiny object syndrome, where you find something that lights you up and then you just go in that direction, and then there's something else and there's something else, and then by the time you stop yourself and you check in, you realize, was that really for me? And then just it wastes a lot of time. It wastes a lot of time when you've got all of these things competing for your attention. So the important thing I learned from personal development is um, creating boundaries around our values and what is important to us. So that's just one of the many things I help people with. You know, it's not easy because people like me, who was a people pleaser, you know, I would choose to do things for others before myself. And through learning how to grow myself, I was able to walk in my alignment and recenter myself, get back to Gina. And it's not easy sometimes, you know. Sometimes you'll lose relationships and friends will no longer be in, you know, seeing the same vision as you know. So there are challenges, but in the end, it is worth it, because when you choose to grow intentionally, your world expands. There's so many more possibilities. You don't have to stay in a job that's there's more other things that you can do. And when you surrender to what's possible, it's really magical. It's also scary, but it's really magical because you know that, and trust that everything's going to work out exactly in the right timing. So I think it helps with, you know, if you're depressed, this would help. Anxious, learning to trust yourself, just really get into recognizing your qualities, your abilities, and also knowing where you fit in, where you don't fit in, so that you can be where you're the happiest. So that is my message for you today: is why grow intentionally? To have the best life ever. You deserve it. And if you agree, type in the comments below, and I look forward to hearing from you. And this is day 30, woo, showing up. And I'm just happy to be here because it's been kind of a rough day for me the last couple of days with the moon. The moon's changing tomorrow and there's an eclipse, and my energy has been down. But I'm here showing up at the end of the day. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Aloha.